Previously on Central Park West.
Gabriel Sands. I paint.
These are all yours?
Yeah.
I want us to try again.
Alex Bertoli, Robin Gaynor.
Robin, isn't it?
You know it is.
You're a typical law school student, eh? Evidently you left something out.
And I'm not ashamed of what I do.
I'm sure you're not. And the last thing Peter needs is to scandalize his office through an association with some lap dancer.
I've got Stephanie stashed at the Rhinebeck retreat with absolutely no idea of my coup at Communique.
I made such a huge mistake.
Shouldn't you have thought of that before you slept with Carrie?
Carrie, I'm sorry. You okay?
Touch me! Get the hell out of here!
I didn't mean to hurt you.
You didn't, so leave!
You Mark Merrill?
Yeah.
You're under arrest.
You gotta be kidding me. Wait a minute. Hold on.
Let's go, lover boy. Free.
What?
You made bail.
I did?
Come on.
Who wouldn't bail me out? Alan?
Your court-appointed moron called me, looking for your wife. Apparently he didn't know that you just as soon let you rot here.
I really appreciate this.
Hey, I'm already up to my neck in tabloid gossip that I have an editor half out of a mind. I don't need any more publicity than the husbands running around town beating up on women.
I don't know what Carrie says I did.
Breaking and entering, 2 counts of aggravated assault.
It's not true.
I hope that's not your defense. Because if it is, I'd say you're looking at a good 2 to 5 years.
You don't think she'll really go through with this?
But you know something? You really killed me. You had everything perfect. A wife who loves you, nice little job, beautiful penthouse apartment. You throw all that away to be with my demented stepdaughter.
I know. I know. She's ruining my life. And for what? What the hell does she want from me?
I don't know. But whatever it is, I don't think she has it yet.
Driving down an endless road, taking friends or moving alone. Pleasure at the fairground on the way. And I love the thought of coming home to you, even if I know we didn't make it. Yes, I love the thought of giving hope to you.
I dread these staff meetings.
If Rachel rags on us one more time, I say we all just stand up and walk out. You're breathing, people. Did I say you could breathe? I don't think so. Rachel. People? I don't suppose we're brainstorming for next week's issue. Oh, of course not. Well, has anyone got anything?
I've got a jailhouse interview with Amy Fisher. She's turning 21.
Long Island Lolita is legal.
That's the angle.
And I, not interested.
That's okay, because I am. Stephanie, I'd like to say on behalf of everyone here how happy we are to see you.
Yes, of course. Though I thought you'd be gone at least a week.
For what? My nervous breakdown? Please, Rachel, have a seat. First, I owe you all an apology for not telling you I was taking a few days off. This hasn't been an easy time for me, but I didn't have to make it tough on you, too. As for this week's spring fashion issue,
It's on its way to the printers.
I've pulled it.
You can't do that.
Oh, yes, I can. I'm the editor, in case you forgot. We publish Communique here, not British Vogue. We have a lot of work ahead of us. The printer has agreed to a rush order if we can get him an issue in 2 days. Rachel, can I see you in my office, please?
After all that I've done for you, this is the thanks I get?
All you've done for me, sabotage my magazine, try to steal my job.
Oh, that's ridiculous.
You certainly made yourself at home in here.
Yeah, well, you left me in charge. I didn't know how long you were going to be gone.
But the longer the better, right?
Look, forgive me for saying this. I know that you've been through a lot lately. But I think it's made you a bit paranoid.
Oh, and did I imagine this? Stephanie shattered in seclusion, her whereabouts unknown.
Oh, you don't think that I... Come on, it was obviously Carrie.
I doubt that, since she's the one that showed me the clippings in the first place.
Well, she would, wouldn't she? I mean, it's pure gaslight. Didn't it ever occur to you that might all be part of her plan? I mean, if you're actually going to take the word of the woman that slept with your husband, you have more problems than I thought.
Thank you, Rachel. I won't need your advice anymore because you're fired.
Stephanie, you did not want to do that.
Actually, I've been looking forward to it all day. I thought you were my friend, and look where that got me. I'd much rather have you as an enemy. At least then I know what to expect. Don't forget your stuff.
Rush Media.
Yeah, Alan Rush, please. Tell him it's Rachel Dennis and tell him it's urgent.
Alex Bartoli.
Alex, it's Peter.
Hi.
We have to talk.
I know, I have something I really want to tell you, but not over the phone.
Okay, I'll meet you outside your office in an hour.
Oh, God, I'm backed up all day. I'm working on this huge story.
Alex, name the time. As soon as possible.
Well, I could probably make a late dinner, say 10 o'clock at the Zinc Bar.
Okay, I'll see you then.
Peter? I'm really, really glad you called.
How many times have I told you it's not timing in the market, sir? It's time in the market. That's real funny, Jane. I got Warren Buffett on line 2 for you. Sorry, nothing, sir. It was someone's yanking my chain. I promise you 6 months... Yes, sir, 6 months from now, you'll be kissing my... I'm talking to a client.
I didn't think I should keep Adam Brock on hold any longer.
That was real? Oh, my God. What line? Where is he? And I can't find him.
I know. I took a message. He wants you to call his secretary and set up a meeting for this afternoon.
You're absolutely sure it was Adam Brock? The mega tycoon Adam Brock. He wants to meet with me. Why?
Get this to fact-checking and tell Photo to see what's available on file. We don't have time to shoot anything. Oh, and make sure we take Rachel's name off the masthead.
Consider it done.
So, you're back. From the funny farm.
The reports of my dementia have been greatly exaggerated.
And already up to your neck in work. Very good.
Yes, I have to redo next week's issue. I thought I could trust Rachel to edit the magazine the way I would have, but I was wrong.
And of course, it didn't help she was also after your job.
You knew that?
Anyone with eyes knew that. At least you finally opened yours.
I have. I fired her this morning.
I'm not so sure that's the wisest move. Keep your friends close. Keep your enemies closer.
I've already got my hands full with Carrie.
And then there's that model husband of yours.
Alan, if you don't mind, I'd prefer to keep Mark out of this.
Oh, it's way too late for that. I just spent this morning bailing him out of jail.
What? What are you talking about?
My stepdaughter had him arrested. Claims he hit her.
Oh, that's impossible. He would never do that.
Looks like he's full of surprises. I didn't expect you to be so protective of him after what he did to you.
I just know my husband.
I know Carrie, and I want to tell you, it's not an even match. Not even close.
Alan, thank you for coming.
Well, you predicted a dire consequence for my magazine if I didn't. I don't know why. Stephanie's back, looking quite well.
You think so?
Mm-hmm.
Because to me, she seems almost completely unhinged.
Why? Because she fired you? Personally, I don't blame her.
Neither do I. She's threatened by me. She knows I can put out a better magazine than she can. This issue is at the printers, ready to go, but Stephanie's pulled it. Her little ego trip's gonna cost you, ooh, a couple $100,000. If anyone should be fired around here, it's her, not me.
And I should make you my new editor, is that what you're saying?
I can do it, Alan. This issue proves it. If you leave Communique in Stephanie's hands, it's gonna become about as hip as highlights for children.
Oh, boy, I thought I was mercenary.
I'll be expecting your call.
You should sack them both and start over.
And you shouldn't waste your time having your liaisons locked up.
Oh, well, looks like we'll never respect each other's opinions.
Those charges you filed against Stephanie's husband, you know they're bogus.
Really? My lawyer doesn't think so.
I know what this is all about. Attention. It's like food and air. You can't live without it. You don't care what happens to anybody else as long as you get your fix.
Please, Alan, you're not exactly giving Mother Teresa a run for her money. Like you care what happens to Mark. All you're worried about is the tarnish on your company's sterling reputation.
Well, for you, that's an added bonus. So, what's it going to cost me to make this go away?
You can't put a price on my pain and suffering.
How about 20,000?
75.
47.5. I don't have to look at your face for a week.
Done.
Mr. Brock? Gil, please don't be so formal. I'm not going to be. I hope you don't mind meeting here. I wanted a little privacy.
Frankly, if you'd said the bottom of the boat pond, I would have been there. This is an honor. I mean, you're an inspiration to guys like me.
What kind of guy are you?
You know, the kind who wants to make a lot of money.
Well, best way, start with none. That way you know if you had to, you could live without it. And then when you do get it, and you will, have fun with it. Treat it like a toy.
Can we go back to the end you will part?
Well, that's what we're doing here. I want you to buy some stock for me.
Mr. Brock. Adam.
Actually, most people just call me Brock.
Brock. I don't need to point out that any broker in town would literally kill for your business. Why me?
Why not you?
Okay. I'll find you something hot. I've got a line on some new interactive...
Relax, Gil. I already know the stock I want. It's Rush Media.
Rush Media? As in Rush Media?
Yeah, I want you to buy up as much as you can without being too showy about it. I don't want the price to jump more than 2 or 3 points. Alan Rush ought to be able to smell something but not taste it. You understand?
Perfectly.
All right, now you're going to be buying under the name of one of my holding companies. Right now, I want this strictly between you and me. You will let me know if you need more.
I won't, unless we're buying the whole company.
I hope you like roller coasters, Gil. You just got on one.
Hey, Steph.
I didn't know you were here.
I didn't know you were back. I've been thinking about you all day, just wishing I could talk to you.
What's going on? I spoke to Alan. He said that...
I went over to see her. Steph, I wanted to get the tape from her answering machine, the whole tape, so you would know.
I couldn't listen to that message again.
We argued. She scratched me. I pushed her away. That's it. By the time I got home, there were 2 cops waiting for me. You believe me, don't you? I don't care if anybody else does as long as you do.
I believe you.
I screwed up everything. For you, for us.
Somehow I think this is what Carrie had in mind from the moment she met me. To ruin my life and drive me back to Seattle.
Well, then let's go.
What?
Back to Seattle right now, tonight. Let's just pack a bag and go. Steph, we were so great there. We don't need this. We don't need any of it.
I can't just leave the magazine. Besides, it won't change anything with us.
All I want is what we had.
Me too. But that's gone.
Hi. I know I'm late, but you'll never believe this. I was so nervous about tonight. Isn't that crazy? It's like every time I see you, it's our first date.
Alex, this isn't a date.
Well, we're out together.
Only so I could tell you to your face to stay out of my life and Robin's.
Ugh, I really don't want to talk about her. Especially not tonight.
I know about your threats, and you can write whatever you like. but it's not gonna change anything between us.
You know the only reason you're with her is to hurt me. I mean, my God, she's barely one step above a hooker.
I've said what I had to say. I'm going.
No, Peter, please. I shouldn't have said that. I'm sorry. Just, please, you can't go.
I need you to understand, really understand, that it's over between us.
But we had something special, didn't we?
Once.
And we still can. If you just give it some time, you'll see that I'm right.
Alex, you're living in a fantasy world and you're the sole occupant. Move on, I have.
Well, I just can't have you dating a lap dancer.
You have nothing to say about it.
I think I do.
And what makes you think you have the right to tell me anything?
I'll tell you what gives me the right. You're the father of my child.
What?
That's what I've been trying to tell you. Peter, I'm pregnant. We're gonna have a baby.
Hey, come on up.
Hey. What you doing here?
The piece you sold. I have your check.
You could have just dropped in the mail.
Yeah, I know. Is it okay if I look around?
Yeah, be my guest.
Don't let me disturb you.
Well, you're not disturbing me in the least bit. I'd prefer if you didn't look in there.
Is this where you keep all of your skeletons?
Actually, there's a piece I'm working on I'm not ready to show you yet.
I never even asked you.
Ask me what?
How long have you been painting?
Since I was a kid. My 5th grade art school teacher gave me a brush and a box of paint and said, "What do you feel today?" It's funny, until you saw my painting, I always considered myself just a kid with a brush. That was the first time I actually thought I might be an artist.
Well, you're definitely an artist. What happened when you showed your work to the other galleries?
You're the first one.
Then why me?
I need the money. I was walking up and down the streets of Soho, looking in gallery windows, hoping I'd find someone that would get me. And then I saw you. I thought to myself, whatever she says, it'd be all right. Because she's saying it. I really want to kiss you.
Then why don't you?
This is a prescription for prenatal vitamins. Now, they're as big as horse pills, but you be sure and take them.
Doctor, can I show Peter the sonogram from my last visit? I don't think he quite believes this is real yet.
Well, you can't really see much yet, but...
There he is. Looks just like a little jelly bean. I just know it's a boy.
Well, I'll see you again in a month. And, Peter, you're welcome to come to any and all visits. I want you to know that I'm the soul of discretion. And obviously, any announcement of your impending fatherhood is yours to make, whenever you see fit. I promise you, your child is in good hands.
Thank you, Doctor.
Thank you.
Well, I guess you believe me now.
You may be pregnant, but that doesn't mean it's my baby.
How can you say that? You know it's your baby. You know I haven't been with anyone else.
I know how you lie and manipulate, and I know you do just about anything to get what you want. I wouldn't put it past you.
Peter, this is your son.
Stop saying that.
You're only talking like this because you're scared. So am I. You think I'm ready to have a baby?
What are we gonna do?
First of all, we don't have to make a big deal out of this. A small wedding is fine.
A wedding?
We don't really have any choice. But I think this baby is a sign we were meant to be together. I love you, Peter. And I know deep down you love me too.
Alex, I do not love you, and I'm never, ever going to marry you.
So, how we doing?
Not bad. A couple 100,000 shares. Speculators are jumping in. I'd say we stay out till they get their dime.
Well, I can't stay out. I'd get bored.
You're not trying to buy this company by any chance. Not that it's any of my business.
Why? What if I am?
Well, I'm sure you know Alan Rush has a controlling interest. 51%.
Well, I believe his wife owns 3% of that. Suppose she'd be willing to sell at, say, 70 a share?
I don't know. That price, anything's possible.
Well, why don't you sound her out, see if there's any interest? You're a friend of her son. She'll trust you.
So that's why you called me.
Son, I learned a long time ago never to show your hand until you have to. And when you do, make sure you're holding a royal flush.
Alan, this is a surprise.
Seems to be the day for them. Price of my stock is jumping like a rabbit.
But if it goes up, isn't that good?
Not if I can't explain it.
Rachel Dennis is here.
Tell her I'm busy.
No, tell her to come in. I invited her.
Alan, pleasure as always. Stephanie.
What's this about?
Rachel asked me to look at her issue of Communique, the one you torpedoed.
I should have seen that coming, but I don't have eyes in the back of my head.
Well, I'm very eager to hear what you think.
What I think is you haven't the slightest notion how to edit a general interest magazine. There isn't one page in that magazine that isn't devoted to clothes or models or designers.
You could have told me this over the phone.
I, for one, am delighted that he didn't.
However, I like it.
You do?
Fashion rag can be great business, but only if you do it well.
What are you saying?
I'm going to publish it as a special supplement to this week's Communique. If it goes well, Rachel will edit 10 fashion issues a year. And who knows, we could end up spinning it off as its own magazine.
Alan, that's brilliant.
Forgive me, but I don't think it's fair or wise to stretch the resources of this office to accommodate a regular fashion supplement.
Well, mine is made up. So you better get to work. Unless, of course, you want the special issue to outclass Communique.
One favor.
Haven't I done enough for you already today?
All I want is a party to celebrate the launch. Nothing lavish, just champagne and hors d'oeuvres for 200 at the Zinc Bar.
It's 2 days away. You'll never get that kind of turnout.
Alan, when are you going to learn to trust me?
Gil, come in. Make yourself at home. I was just making myself a drink. Can I fix you one?
Sure, whatever you're having.
I must admit, your call had me quite intrigued. What business matter could you possibly have to talk to me about?
It's about your stock. The 3% you own of Rush Media.
What about it?
The question has recently come up, would you consider selling your shares?
I find that a very odd and inappropriate request. You're talking about my husband's company.
I just thought perhaps under the circumstances.
Under what circumstances?
Mrs. Rush, I'm sorry. I figured it wouldn't hurt to ask, but I guess I was wrong. Just show myself out.
Is there an offer?
$70 a share. Your stake would be worth about $20 million. You know where to reach me.
I wish I'd never met Alan Rush, and I wish I'd never heard of Rachel Dennis.
What happened now?
Alan's talking about splitting the magazine in two and giving half to her. I can't tell you what I'd like to do with both of her smug little faces. You know what really bugs me? Is that she thinks I'm an easy mark. Well, fine, let her. She's in for a rude awakening.
What are you gonna do?
Something fantastic. Something creative that gets her where she lives. All I have to do now is figure out what that is. What are you smiling about?
Oh, it's just... This feels so normal. You coming home from work and telling me about it.
Work.
And I'm telling you now, everything's gonna be okay.
Is it?
Yes. I've missed this so much. I've missed you so much.
This place has great gelato.
I thought 2 pizzas would slow you down. I've never met anyone who eats as much as you do.
Well, I need it.
For what?
I don't know. I thought maybe we'd go dancing later.
Don't you get enough of that at work?
Not anymore. Now that I quit my job.
Robin. Wait a minute. Not because of Alex's threats.
Figured if you were so willing to sacrifice your reputation for me, I should be willing to not put you in that position.
You didn't have to do that, you know.
I know.
So are you gonna miss hundreds of men lusting after you every night?
You're enough. Actually, I think I've realized that I'm willing to do just about anything to make this relationship work.
So am I.
Did you talk to Alex?
Yeah, I did.
Is everything okay?
Look, she can say whatever she wants, she can do whatever she wants. All I care is that we're together. Let's go.
Peter, what is it? Something wrong?
I just don't want to lose you ever.
Well, then you won't.
Hey. So early.
I got a lot to do today.
You know I love you.
Mark, about last night, I wasn't ready for that to happen.
But it did happen.
But you have to know, it doesn't fix anything. I still hurt. A lot. I used to feel like you were all mine and I was all yours. And I don't feel that way anymore.
I wish you could. I'd do anything you want.
I want you not to have slept with Carrie.
I don't believe it. Alex is pregnant? How the hell did that happen? Well, I mean, I know how it happened, but I thought you were much smarter than that.
Well, nothing's foolproof. I didn't even tell you the worst part. She expects me to marry her.
That is bizarre. Are you sure it's yours?
I'd give anything if she'd just look at another guy. Oh, Carrie, what am I gonna do?
I guess face the fact you're going to be a father, set up a trust fund, promise to take him to a ball game every other weekend. But whatever you do not have to marry Alex. Can I be there when you tell Mom?
You better not be enjoying this.
I was just offering my support.
Mom's gonna kill me.
No, she's not. She's gonna love you no matter what you do. You're lucky I broke her in. But I must admit, it'll be nice having you as a black sheep in the family for a change.
You wanted to see me?
Yes, Mrs. Rush. I'm so sorry to drop in unannounced like this.
What can I do for you?
Well, it's a little embarrassing. I thought Peter would have told you, but obviously he hasn't.
Told me what?
That I'm pregnant with his child.
No, I didn't know.
Mrs. Rush, I realize that we didn't exactly hit it off when we met. And I'm sure this isn't at all the way you planned to hear about your first grandchild.
Would you like to sit down? Can I get you a drink?
No, thanks. I'm fine.
Have you and Peter discussed what you were going to do?
Well, I've tried, but...
But what?
But Peter and I aren't seeing each other at the moment. He's dating someone else. Someone who works as a lap dancer.
I beg your pardon?
She dances in a club for men. For money. I so wish I didn't have to be the one to tell you all this.
This just does not sound like my son.
I know. I don't understand it either. But I love him, and I'm willing to forgive his mistakes. All I want is to make a real home for our child. I grew up with only one parent, and I know how hard it is. All I want to do is give this child a real family.
I'll talk to Peter.
Oh, Mrs. Rush. If you would do that.
Don't worry. Don't worry about anything.
Come on, this isn't fair. I wanted to treat you to a nice dinner.
Why? So we could be surrounded by a bunch of strangers, finishing our meals really fast? I'd rather we be someplace by ourselves.
Yeah, I guess you got a point there. But you're doing all the work. Can I do something, babe?
Okay, if you really want to. I need some oregano.
Oregano?
It's green. Comes in a little spice jar.
I'll be right back. Nikki.
I thought you were at the store.
I forgot my wallet. What you doing in here?
What are you doing with these?
They're for protection. I like to feel safe.
Why do you need 3?
You asking me questions? You're not supposed to even be in here.
I know, I'm sorry, but I really need to understand this.
Look, there are things about you I don't know either.
That's right, there are. I recently ended a very self-destructive relationship with a very powerful, controlling man that would go to no end to hurt me. I just didn't think I'd ever really be able to trust any man again.
Nikki.
I knew I didn't have any right to go in there, but you were being so secretive about it. I'd rather you tell me everything, no matter how bad it is.
That's it. You know it all.
Really?
Yeah, really. No more secrets.
Mother?
Thank you for coming.
Of course. Well, you said it was an emergency.
Yes, I was wondering when you were going to tell me that Alex Bertoli is pregnant.
She didn't come to see you.
She did, and she was full of news. I understand your latest stallions has an interesting profession. I believe the term is lap dancing.
Robin's quit her job.
Oh, I'm so relieved.
Mother, I'm sorry you had to hear about this from Alex.
I'm sorry I had to hear about it at all. When I think of how proud I've always been of you.
Can't you see what she's doing? Coming to your home, turning you against me?
She's desperate. She has nowhere else to go.
You don't know her. She's a lunatic.
She's the mother of your child. And make no mistake about it, you will marry her.
Don't you have a gallery open up today?
I was open all day yesterday.
And here I was thinking you were this serious businesswoman.
I am. But that's not all that I'm serious about.
I promise to get an answer machine today. Whoever it is, make it quick.
That's what I thought you were going to do.
You never said this was a rush job.
I'm saying it now.
Want to talk to you later?
I am not paying you to sleep with her. I'm paying you to kill her.
Like I said, I'll call you back.
There is nothing to discuss. We made a deal. You took my money. As you can probably tell, I have a very short temper.
Sounds like you've work to do, too. I better leave.
Yeah, you better.
Please tell me that's the story about the sleazebag fertility doctor?
I'm just going through my notes, but...
But? I don't want to hear any buts. Nobody else has this. It's going to be a huge scoop for us.
The problem is no one wants to talk, on or off the record.
The guy sold frozen embryos without his patient's permission. That means people are going to have kids out there they don't even know about. They got to want to boil this guy in oil.
But he's settling the lawsuits out of court. Everyone's signing non-disclosure agreements. I guess they want the money more.
See, I don't understand this. Any story about Peter Fairchild or his family, you report that like it's Watergate, but anything else...
That's not fair.
Tell me you're not still obsessed with the guy. That it's not affecting your work.
It's not. I worked really, really hard on this.
And came up with nothing. I should never have given you the story.
Look at this. Everyone is reading my magazine.
Yeah, it should be a real fun party.
You've got to see this issue. I'm framing the cover.
Quite a turnout, huh?
Darling, I knew it'd be a hit, but this is too much.
Darling, I believe they're reading this.
What the hell is this?
Looks like Communique.
Congratulations.
Stephanie is fabulous. A winner.
Stephanie, do enjoy your little joke, because I'm sure Alan won't be as amused as everybody else.
Here, drink this. It'll help you wash down the taste of your own medicine. After the day I had, I'm really not up to the loving spouse charade.
No? Hard day at the liquor cart, dear?
You drink, too, if you're married to you.
Alan, have you seen this?
Yeah, actually, I have.
Well, you gonna say something to Stephanie about it?
I just got here. Give me a chance. Stephanie!
Alan, now what?
Congratulations. Your best issue of Communique yet.
Thank you. Oh, Rachel, please stay. After all, it is your party. Gil?
Linda?
I just want you to know, I enjoyed our little discussion yesterday.
Mr. Rush, your office.
Excuse me. Yeah. Well, who is it? Who bought the stock? Adam Brock? That hillbilly? Fine. He can bile he's blue in the face, but let me tell you something. Rush Media is one company he is never, ever gonna own.
What was that about?
Nothing that concerns you. All right?
Mark, I wish you had been there. Just to see the look on Rachel's face. It was worth it. It was worth it all for just that one moment.
I'm happy for you, Steph. I really am.
What are you doing?
I'm leaving. I'm going back to Seattle.
What?
I've been nothing but a stone around your neck since the day we moved here.
It's not true.
You know it is. In Seattle, I felt like I had a life that made sense. I felt like I lost my compass here, Steph. I've done things I am ashamed of. Things I never thought I'd be capable of. I don't even know who I am anymore. And whoever it is, I pretty much can't stand them. I want to get back to being the man you fell in love with.
And you feel you have to go back to Seattle to do that?
It's where I have a life, Steph.
You listen to me. I only agreed to take this job because I thought it was going to be something that would make us both happy.
You're happy. That's all that matters.
You think I'm happy? I only came out here because I thought I had to prove something. And I did. Which is I don't have to prove anything to anyone anymore.
You have a life here. I can never ask you to give that up.
I don't want a life that you're not a part of.
So what are you saying?
My mother always told me to leave the party while you were still having fun. Tonight, I finally had fun.
Who you calling?
Alan's voicemail.
You've reached the voicemail of Alan Rush.
Alan, hi, it's Stephanie. Just wanted you to know I had a fabulous time at the party tonight. You're a real pain in the ass, and I quit.
Come here.
Thank you for meeting me.
Right. Like I had a choice.
Why are you so testy?
Forgive me. I don't enjoy being blackmailed. And showing those sonogram pictures to Peter Fairchild, I could lose my license for that.
Really? And what would happen if I wrote the story about you selling the frozen embryos of your patients without their permission?
I only wanted to help families who are desperate to have children. Can't you appreciate that?
Gee, Dr. West, if you're ready to make a statement to the press.
Let's get this over with. This is a list of all the available sperm samples and descriptions of their donors.
Number 34. Dark hair, hazel eyes, 6 feet tall. Harvard educated. Perfect. He'll never know it's not his child.
I'll notify the lab. We'll do the insemination first thing in the morning.
I have to get pregnant. You understand that?
Miss Bartoli, you do want a child, don't you? I mean, you're not just using one to trap Peter Fairchild.
Tell yourself whatever you need to sleep at night, Dr. West. I'll see you in the morning.